welcome back to my channel. It's been forever. Ew, that's so disgusting. Okay, anyways, I am needing to get ready right now. Oh my god, what am I gonna do with my... See, this is the other problem. This is the struggle. Okay, I just can't do an intro 50,000 times. So I am about to get ready to go to work and make a nice coffee, and then I'm gonna sit down with you guys and do like a little chit chat, get ready with me type of thing. So yeah, that's what's about to happen. Can I set you guys up right here? When I started making videos, I started criticizing myself and how I looked, and that I wasn't happy with who I was in the mirror. And it really made an impact on me as a person. Like, I just really was my own worst critic, and I just stopped making videos because I hated myself. And that's like such an awful thing to say. Like, I just gave birth to a beautiful child. Like, my body just did something amazing, and I hated myself. I hated how I looked in the mirror. I hated just literally... Well, I was also suffering from like postpartum depression, which is like a whole nother thing. I'm gonna leave that in. I'm just gonna leave that in. So I was suffering from postpartum, which is like a whole nother, you know, story and problem in itself. But, sorry, I have like a mirror over here. But I just really was having a tough time. And when you have to like edit videos and see yourself and then judge what you want in or what you don't want in, you end up like finding yourself just judging you, like how your face looked, how your facial expressions, like everything, the angle, this and that. And it just becomes so overwhelming, especially if you're not happy in your own skin, that it's like you don't want to film. You don't want to put yourself out there. You don't want to see the way that you look. Like, I think that's also like another huge point. Like, I hated looking at myself. So this was like when I was making videos, it forced me to look at myself. And it was so bad. So the reason why I'm sharing all of this is because I did something to change it. And yes, I've lost a little bit of weight, not enough, but it wasn't about really my weight. It was about me, how I thought, like how I looked. And my like thoughts, my whole mindset was just wrong. So I decided to start this new journey of finding myself, like learning to love myself. And what that included was doing some meditation and yoga. Actually, a lot of meditation and yoga. I started doing that quite often. I have started going to the gym, and I have also just started kind of like reading and really just like, I know this sounds cheesy, but like soul searching, like finding what was wrong, like why I didn't feel okay, or like why I was having so many self-doubts and like just bad thoughts. So I started doing that, and it really has made a world of a difference in like how I feel about just me and like the world. And like part of, you know, being in that mind frame where you're like judging yourself, you don't realize, but you're like also really judging others. And I just have come to realize like how negative that like just idea is. Like, to be in a space where you're just looking at others and criticizing others and also criticizing yourself, it's just really disgusting. So I have decided to put all that energy into me and like how I feel and how to make that better. And so far it's going great. Oops. I've really started to love myself again and be happy with who I am. And like, I don't have to be thick, thin, and I don't have to be all of these things. But what I do have to be is like comfortable with me and okay with me and love me. And that's what I found. So one eyebrow looks crazy, the other one looks semi-norm, semi-crazy. But it's okay because sister's gonna fix that. Sis is gonna fix that. Ooh, I just made a mess. So, and I think honestly, one of the things that's like really, really, really helped with my like overall feeling and mood is like I was working at Canopy Roads. I was like a server, and I am like not at any way, shape, or form bashing servers. It is like, it is cutthroat. It is definitely challenging. But I just couldn't deal with the stress and the customers anymore. And I got a job as a freelancer, like a makeup artist. And I started taking care of myself. Like, I'm going to work, which means I have to put on a face and look good. And just doing that simple little thing has really made the world of a difference. Just spending some time in the morning taking care of me really a game changer. Really, really. Now I'm going to hunt on my beef. So I guess the reason why I'm making this is one, to kind of give you guys an explanation of where I've been, but also to kind of document a time, or to document but really acknowledge a time where I felt so bad about who I am and about where I was, and to kind of give myself encouragement like that I've come so far, and maybe even to help others who are going through the same thing, where you just like hate how you look or hate who you are, and maybe you're filming videos and you quit because you couldn't handle, or not that you couldn't handle, but like that you had these same kind of thoughts when you were filming and editing, that like you just really hated the way that you looked and you hated everything. And it's just such a cutthroat community, especially in the like beauty world, where like everybody demands a certain image and a certain look, and it's really intimidating. Like, it's really hard. But I don't want to let that deter me from like doing the things that I love. And that's exactly what was happening, was I was letting that stop me from, doing something I really enjoy doing. And my point of it being is that like, if I'm willing to let other people hold me back, someone's always gonna have control over my life. Like, I can't let other people dictate my life. It has to be me. And once I started realizing that, and once I started like kind of practicing that, my life got better. It got much better. It got so much better, honestly. So I started doing for me and living for me and focusing on how I felt, what I liked, what I didn't like, what I wanted, what I didn't want. And only acting or like responding, like making my actions based on that. And it honestly, like, I don't want to cry because I'm doing my makeup, but if I talk about it and like really think about it, like, I'll get chills and I will get emotional. because there isn't anymore, but it's still a work in progress, like I keep saying. There was so much pain. Like, there was so much pain. And to just walk around and live like that, like, on a daily basis, it's just really self-destructive. Like, it just really keeps... It's just really not good. So I'm just hoping that someone out there can relate and maybe not take as long as I did to get on this journey of self-love. And I don't think it has to be like, maybe you're skinny and you still hate yourself, or maybe you're not happy with your body in addition to. But it doesn't have to, you don't have to fit the quota or the standard of like having, like, you don't have to have depression to still not be happy with who you are. You don't have to be too skinny or too heavy to still not be happy with who you are. Like, you can love who you are on the outside and still hate who you are on the inside. And that is also, like, another thing that I've come to terms with. It was like, I didn't just hate who I was on the outside. I also hated who I was on the inside. And that was really hard. It was like a double whammy. Okay guys, so I had to fast forward through this part, but basically I am just applying eyeshadow to my lid and blending my life away. Ew at how many wrinkles I'm going to have from always lifting up my eyebrows. Also, this is like the sped up version, obviously, but this is no joke how long it takes me to blend. Obviously, like here I could have, well, okay, like you don't have to spin this long, but blending is by far the longest process, the most tedious process, but if you master that, really, you can go with any eyeshadow look and it's going to look good if it's all blended. Okay, so right here I am practicing the contour method. Grayson's watching Spider-Man in the background. But I am using the Clinique contour stick. I freaking love this thing. I'm doing my nose as well too, and my jawline. is the final look. I had to change shirts because I couldn't get the wrinkles out, so I'm wearing all black. I put on lipstick because that just helps, and I finished my hair. But I wanted to just come on here. I'm probably going to, I don't know, I might start the video off this way just so it's like not so, when, you know, like, because I look busted. Girl looks busted in the, like, without makeup trying to get ready. So I'm probably gonna start this off, but I'm really, really, really excited to like get back into vlogging and just kind of, so I kind of want to make it more like family-ish and like include Grayson and Connor. I don't know how much Connor wants to like vlog on his own, but I know that he wouldn't mind being in the videos. So I'm really excited about that. I'm just really excited to just start like trying new things and putting myself out there and, you know, like seeing what this turns into and like where I go from here. Because I've realized, like, yes, I'm doing school. Yes, that's like always been something that I knew I needed to do. But at this, I just stopped recording. But I want to see if I can maybe film in ULTA and like kind of show you guys what I do being, I don't know why it keeps stopping